Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today is one of the latter. Today we're looking at Shadowgate, which was a 1987 release developed by ICOM Simulations and published by Mindscape. This is part of the Atariventures series, an ST version of the Macventures series that also included Deja Vu and Uninvited, the latter of which we've previously seen on this series a while back. Shadowgate was regarded as more difficult than its predecessors, but reviewers at the time noted it was a bit more flexible at the same time, with some puzzles having multiple solutions. It also became fairly notorious over the years for being one of the most brutally unforgiving adventures of all time, with most incorrect solutions to puzzles resulting in untimely death. The game was ported to NES in 1989, where it proved popular enough for ICOM Simulations to commission ports of both Deja Vu and Uninvited, and those subsequently turned out to be rather popular as well. And Shadowgate itself also saw two sequels. There was one for TurboGrafx-16 in 1993 and a second for Nintendo 64 in 1999. The game also saw a well-received remake for PC in 2014 and remains a pretty widely beloved retro classic. I've never actually played it though, so let's enjoy me dying repeatedly as I try the ST version for the first time. Let's go play Shadowgate. Okay, here we are with Shadowgate, another Atari venture from ICOM Simulations and published by Mindscape. Never played this one, but I know it's fairly notorious for various reasons, and a well-regarded one as well. Like I say, it got two sequels over the years and also a remake on PC back in 2014 that I know a lot of people seem to like quite a bit, because that offered both a new version of Shadowgate to enjoy, as well as the ability to switch back to the original presentation as well. Okay, so if you've watched my video on Uninvited, this will all look quite familiar, but I will explain it for the benefit of those who've not seen one of these games before. But first, the introduction. Good afternoon, welcome to Shadowgate. The last thing that you remember, this is much like the beginning of Uninvited, the last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lakmir, as he gestured wildly and chanted in an archaic tongue. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words still ring in your ears. Within the walls of the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. If the prophecies hold true, the dreaded warlock lord will use his dark magic to raise the behemoth, the deadliest of the titans, from the depths of the earth. Excuse me, was just loading my next line. You are the seed of prophecy, the last of the line of kings, and only you can stop the warlock lord from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Okay, so the whole thing with Macventures, as they were originally known, and Atariventures, as they were known when they were ported to ST, is that they make use of sort of the system's default interface from the operating system. So in this case, it's the Atari's GEM interface, which has pull-down menus at the top, things you can click on, windows you can move around and resize, and that sort of thing. Yeah, so up at the top here, we've got the option to find out about Shadowgate, which just tells us who the game is by, and a fair few of these names will be familiar from the video on Uninvited, if you remember that. Then we've got the ability to start a new game, open a save game, save a game, or save as. This was one thing with the Macventures and the Atariventures, is that they used the same sort of conventions that you'd see in productivity software. So rather than just save game and load game, you got new game, open game, save game as. And then in special, we've got clean up and mess up, which is to do with your inventory. So if you got your inventory open and there's a bunch of stuff in there, you can clean up and mess it up to change the layout of it. I'm just going to see if save games are working in this one, because I know in Uninvited we struggled a bit because save games didn't work properly. Let's just test. Well, that seemed to work. Let me just see if I can open that again. It doesn't want to open the file selector at all. Anytime you're ready. Okay, well, we'll deal with that when we come to it. Okay, so the way this game works is we can see that there's an exit in front of us, but we can also look at things by clicking on them. Or is it right click? Yeah, so you click on something and it highlights, and you can then do stuff with it. So, oops. So if we examine this, we can see it's a heavy wooden door. And if you double click, it does the most logical thing with it. So in this case, it opens the door. There we go. And we can then pass through the door, presumably by just double clicking again. Yeah, there we go. You see it automatically highlights the go verb up at the top. You stand in a long corridor. Excuse me. You stand in a long corridor. Huge stone archways line the entire hall. That pitiful wizard Lakme was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. Where's he now? Oh, click to continue. You will surely die. I probably will. It's a torch like any other torch. This rug must have been woven by the skilled hands of Earl the Weaver. Right, so you notice the exits are highlighting as we're clicking on stuff in the window as well. So there's a small door over here, and there's a large door over there. So let's have a look at the small door. Even though this door is only an inch thick, it is very sturdy. The door is securely locked. I doubt we'll be able to fit through there anyway if it's only an inch thick. Anything? Yeah. Also securely locked. Do we have anything else in our inventory? No, we just have a torch. Okay, so can't go that way because it's locked. Can't go that way because it's also locked. You stand before a stone wall that has been carved out of the earth. The forest ends some 20 feet from the wall as if sensing some great evil. Oh, my torch has gone out. The torch you lit before has now gone out. Good. Perfect. That's what I wanted to happen. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. Well, the darkness reminds you of the starless skies during the Dark Ages. It's very dangerous wandering around in the dark. It certainly is. I'm probably going to die, aren't I? Can we light the torch again? The torch is charred and useless. Well, good. I think we may have messed up already. But now that is the Shadowgate experience. No, we do not. I would like to reload my save, please. This is going to be a fair amount of that today, I think. Right, okay. So, open the door. Pass through the door. Go and be taunted by evil wizard. Yeah! Right. Let's use our... How do you use something on something else? You drag it? Use the torch on that torch. Operate torch. Nothing happened. So I've put my torch up there. Can we not light that torch from that? This is trouble. I'm not 100% sure how this all works. Right, can we carry both of them and use one on the other? No. Well, good. Good. Missing something here. Right, I don't see anything else of note around here. There's just the there's the thing up there. What's that? It's the skull of some creature. Whatever it is, its meaning is quite clear. Death lurks inside. Of course it does. Can we do anything with this thing? Oh, we can. As if by magic the skull rises. It's a small brass key. That seems like something we would need to open a door, for example. Right, so we're now taking the key. So we can now go in there, and this should unlock one of those doors. Okay, I'm gonna save. And just using the normal save option there, that will save over your current save game. You notice in the text window down at the bottom, it's got your save game file as if it's a document in another program. Right, now there must be some way of lighting these torches. So you can certainly. And that's just dropping it, so that's not super helpful. Don't seem to be able to actually use that torch on those other ones to light them. But we can pick these up, which will probably be helpful. See, my thinking was if we can light these torches in the entranceway. Oh, took too long. And I bet we can't use the key in the darkness, can we? Oh, now I've done it. Right, okay. I see why this game is kind of notorious now. Right, fuck the torches. Use the key. Use the key on this door. No, that's just dropping the key. Am I using this interface incorrectly? Alright, select that. Operate that on that. Right, so that's how you do it. Okay, so select that. Operate that on that. There we go. Right. Now we're cooking. Right, now I know how to play the game. Let's see if we can get somewhere. So that key doesn't work on the little door. It probably works on the big door then. The set of double doors is now unlocked. Oh, save. Now I'm going to go ahead and assume I should probably take one of those torches with me. So let's do just that. We'll take that one. And then we'll leave this burnt out one behind because we don't need to be carrying that around with us. And open the door. Progress. We're making progress, everyone. The stone passage winds to an unseen end. These walls have been standing for centuries. What is this? It's another torch. There's something out of the ordinary about this torch. A strip of cloth dipped in oil is wrapped around this thick stick, so it's a torch. Alright, well, let's light this torch. The torch bursts into flames, and let's light the other torch as well. Now this looks like we should be able to use it for something. Operating the torch produced no effect. Okay, fair enough. What is this? It's an ancient tome. It seems that no one has disturbed its pages for centuries. The illegible writing on the cover is in an elven hand. I am going to take that, because it looks like it might be useful. Oh, hello. When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you go with it. As you fall into darkness, you tell yourself that there must be a bottom to this pit. Your suspicions are confirmed as your head smashes into stone. Thou art dead. You have lost. Would you like to play again? Yes, I'll use a saved game. Oh dear. Right. Well. Okay, so we're all sorted there. Open the door. Oh no, my torch has gone out. Back this way. That's because I didn't pick this one up first. Notice the light was still coming in from the other room though. That's cool. Right, so lighting these seems like a logical thing to do. Can't look at the trapdoor on the floor. It's a small candle, perfect for reading. This white candle burns with a perfumed fire. Can we just read the book? Oh, we can. There's a key in the book. Can we take this without it killing us? Perfect. Right. Let's just leave the book there for the minute. This is an odd torch indeed. The flame burns with a greenish tint. This stone seems to be set loosely in the mortar. What happens if we press this? The stone is now open. Okay, so it's another exit. Let's have a peek through there. Cold air rushes into this chamber from an opening some 16 feet above the wooden floor. Don't know if you can hear that occasional ticking noise that's happening in the background. Not sure if that's part of the game or a quirk of emulation. I suspect the latter, but either way, it's kind of creepy. What is this? Cold air rushes into the shape. Yes, we know. A finely crafted silver arrow is not uncommon in the elven lands. If I take that, it's going to kill me, isn't it? I'm going to save as. Call it arrow. Alright. I'm gonna die. Watch this. Oh, no, nothing happened. That's exciting. I doubt we can reach that. The ledge wasn't strong enough to hold you. You fall to the ground and land hard on your rump. It's rubble from the broken ledge. Well, I guess we're not going that way then. Stone passage winds to an unseen end. Let's try going around the corner. Stones in these walls were carefully cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh and decay pervades the small chamber. You see a rat run across your feet and into its hole. It's a fairly large wooden pedestal with iron trim. The trapdoor is now open. Peering through the dark hole, you can barely make out the ground far below. A broken fragment of a wooden ladder hangs from the opening. That seems dangerous. Oh, another torch to light there. And here. What's that? It's a small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. Could we use an arrow on it, perhaps? Looks a bit big for an arrow. The arrow does not have any effect on the hole. Well, save. And let's see if this kills us. As you go down the trapdoor, you realise you took a big step. Much too big a step. The fall is quite fatal. Of course it was. Good. Starting to get how this game works. Right, don't go down the hole. Bet we can't open that because you need to do something with the thing. Oh no, the door is now open. Fair enough. Then let's go through it. This room is filled with the scent of death and the heat of 1,000 torches. The spear is some 7 feet long. The tip seems to be made of finely forged silver. It's a heavy shield. Oh, better light this torch then before this one goes out. Oops, the lair does not catch on fire. Oh, pixel perfect clicking required. There we go. Right, what else have we got here? A helmet. This seems to be a helmet of the sort commonly worn by hobgoblins. It's an ancient gnome warhammer. This weapon, however, does not show the signs of battle. That sounds like it might be useful. Oh! Dragon flame from the dark opening engulfs your body. You pay for your curiosity with your life. Of course I do. Right, I suspect there's probably not a lot we can do in here until we do something about the dragon. Because I suspect he's going to kill us regardless of what we try to do. So I've lit the torch. This is a treasure chest. This is an extremely heavy iron-bound chest. It is securely locked. Let's see if this key works on it. Key doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I'm not going to pick anything else up in here because there's a dragon and it's going to kill me. So let's go back this way. Let's try this door. A shark swims by as if patrolling this calm pool. This subterranean cavern has been carved by centuries of supernatural erosion. The torch you lit before has now gone out. Alright, well. As you stumble around in the darkness, you trip and break your neck. As you die, you realise how handy a lit torch would have been. Oh, Shadowgate. Oh, Shadowgate. You are a harsh mistress. Right, go through here. Light this bad boy. Take this bad boy. No, dragon doesn't want you to take the torch either. Okay, fair enough. Right. So forget the dragon. I'll take this. And just put that there. So we now got a reasonably fresh torch. Okay, so there's a skeleton over there with a key in his hand, but he's in a shark-infested pool. As if struggling to rise up out of the mud, a lime-covered skeleton stares at you through eyeless sockets. It is but a skeleton key. I'm going to go ahead and assume getting in the water is probably a bad idea for the minute, since doing pretty much anything in this game seems to be a bad idea. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. This landslide looks like it occurred ages ago. It would take you a year to clear it away. There's something behind it as well. It's a staircase, isn't it? The way is blocked by a landslide, and even with your might you cannot clear yourself a path. Cold water cascades down a cliff into a small stream, leaving the rocks behind it cloaked in darkness. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular, as if they've been settling for centuries. This rock juts out from the wall. The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. A small bag which was hidden behind the rock now becomes visible. Ah, now things are getting interesting. It's a leather pouch. Well, open it then, you idiot. Ooh, shinies. It's a dark blue gemstone that is big as the pommel of a sword. It's a fine red ruby. Its colour reminds you of your last adventure across the Sea of Blood. It's a white stone of unknown origin. A fine thing to gamble away in a good card game. Right. Those look like they might fit in the hole in the wall by the door. So let's go and try that. I want your key, Mr. Skeleton, but I'm not jumping in that water. Yeah, my torch has gone out now. Alright, let's save again. Gems. Wonder how many saves you can fit on a disc. Error during write. 2, I guess. Well, let's save over that one then. Right, let's see if any of these gems fit in the hole. So, open. Thank you. Let's try this one first. Operating the blue gem on the hole produced no effect. The red gem does not have any effect on the hole. What about the white gem? Something's loading. Is it death? Ooh. You place the gem in the slot and a small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. This crystal sphere is as cold as ice. I wonder. I don't want to put that in my pouch. Just pop that there a sec. Close my pouch. Pick that up. And oh god, what happened? Oh, I selected the water. It's the thing with this game, just something unexpected happening can really freak you out. Oh dear. Right. Use this on this. I am smart. As you drop the cold sphere into the lake, you notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. The shark, obviously, is no longer a threat. That means we can take Mr. Skeleton's key. Torch flickers momentarily. Its flame seems weak. The lake has become a solid sheet of ice. You can still see the sphere floating just below the frozen surface. Right. I'm going to have to replace this torch in a sec, I guess. So let's take... Uh-oh. Maybe not. Oh, they've all gone out. Oh, no. I bet you can't light them again either, can you? Oh, no. Oh, no. Give me a candle? Give me a candle. Oh, no. When you remove the candle from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you go with it. As you fall into darkness, you tell yourself that there must be a bottom to this pit. Your suspicions are confirmed as your head smashes into stone. I may have made some critical errors of judgment in this. So I'm actually going to start again. So we can get the key out of here and open the door. And then pass through the door. And light that torch, take this one. Don't light the other one yet, We'll dump this one. Use this key on the door to open it up. Forget all this for the minute. We'll get that arrow in case we need it. I think you want to leave the torches unlit so that when yours is starting to run out, you can quickly run to one, light a new one, and take that with you. Okay, so through here. Then through here. Through that little gap. Move the stone. Take the bag. Open this door. Open the thing. Put the white thing in the hole. Take the freezy gem. Freeze the water with it. Take the skeleton key. Right, and we're back where we were. So, save. Okay, so back this way. Let's go see if we can open that tiny door in the entranceway. So let's try this key. Key doesn't do anything. Okay, so it's not that one. There was another key, wasn't there? Where was it? Oh, inside the book. Come on, Gem. I know you're clunky, but seriously. Right. Let's see if this one works on the little door. It does. Torch flickers momentarily. Its flame seems weak. Right, so I guess as soon as that happens, you want to try and get to another torch as soon as possible. Light it. And take it with you. So I'll take that one. Put that one down. And continue on our way. You're in a small, cramped closet. What is this? Oh, it's a sword. It's a double-edged broadsword. The handle has Druidic script written upon it. It is extremely sharp. This seems like something I probably want. And this slingshot. It's a small sling made of fine leather. Okay, it's time to expand the inventory window, I think. So we're not quite so cluttered. I'll put the sword there. And the slingshot there. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else obvious in here. So we'll leave that for now. And head this way. And around the corner, and there's still a door we haven't been through yet as well. This long, cold hallway is lined on either side by half a dozen sarcophagi. Save, because I suspect these will probably kill us. Just a hunch. Just a hunch I have. The cold marble coffin lid seals an ancient deathbed. This standing sarcophagus is sealed with the dragon scale cover. The lid to this coffin is made of solid gold. It's worth a fortune, but is much too heavy to steal. Get your priorities right. This tomb is sealed with a silver lid. This tomb door is quite clean. This sarcophagus stands cold and motionless as it has for centuries. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Nah! As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but it is very hard to hear. A mummy stands silently before you. You going to kill me? This carefully embalmed 6-footer stands straight and still. Not a live mummy, then. I kind of want to set fire to him, but that wouldn't be very nice, would it? That'd be a terrible thing to do. It'd be awful to set fire to someone just because they're dead and scary. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. This jewel-studded scepter is truly made for a king. I was going to plug power in my camera because I realised I started recording without plugging it in. So that's nice, and I don't want to run out of battery. So bear with me just one moment while I just pop this in. Pop it in. There we go. Lovely. Fine. I'll take that. Treasure. Treasure is always nice. What about the gold one? A small leather bag falls onto the floor. Well then, what is in the small leather bag? Open the small leather bag. It's a bunch of seeds? Stones? This golden disc bears the image of Tom the Wonder Wizard and his dog Ralph. Heads and tails respectively. Okay, coins. Might be useful? I don't know. We'll take it with us anyway. Green slime pours out onto the floor. The green slime is very thick and is warm to the touch. As you try to pass a seemingly harmless slime, it quickly engulfs your body, dissolving it in seconds. You die instantly. No pain, no nothing. You were slimed. I had a feeling that would happen. Yeah, I figured that might happen. Yes, let's use a save game. We're going for 45 minutes. We'll go a little bit longer. I don't have a walkthrough to hand or anything like that, so this isn't going to be a full playthrough for today or anything like that. But this has been very enjoyable so far. I liked Uninvited. I should make a point of giving another go at that with an actual save game disc to hand, because we've been able to get much further in this than we were able to get in Uninvited. simply by virtue of being able to save our game. Right, so don't open that one. Oops. Take that, because it's got money in it. This one. Grave robbers have made this tomb a desolate sight. Grave robbers like me! An entryway is revealed when the door is pushed aside. It's exciting. Let's go in there and die! This room full of mirrors reminds you of the elven funhouse at King Otto's fair. This broom looks remarkably like the one owned by the sirens of the Isle of Yeklim Irit. Well, never hurts to have a broom. This full-length mirror is framed by exquisitely carved oak. Your exquisite frame is getting larger. Time to lay off the gruel. This mirror throws back a fine reflection. The frame is laced with jewels and gems. This full-length mirror is framed by exquisitely carved oak. Yes, we know. You fall quite a distance before you hit the ground. Your legs buckle beneath you and pain shoots through your back. You have died. Oh, Shadowgate. I'm having a good time though. This is good. I like it a lot. Just like Uninvited was. This is oddly atmospheric. Despite being mostly silent. But just the combination of the evocative text and the visuals and the fact that you're never quite sure what's going to happen when you do something. Right, take the broom. Now, examine the hole, if you please. It's a small hole in the floor. Yes, it certainly is. The mirror seems to be protected by something magical. Operating the mirror produced no effect. Okay, so something funny about the middle mirror. Let's see if the scepter does something on it. Nope. Broom? You can see your reflection much better now. The mirror throws back a fine reflection. The frame is laced with jewels and gems. I wonder if we can use another one of these gems on something. Use this on the mirror. The mirror seems to be protected by something magical. Yes, I know. I'm trying to dispel it. Okay. What about the sword? No. Okay. All right. Well, let's leave that for the minute. Oh. Torch is flickering. Time to swap it out. Operate. Missed. torch. Get rid of that one. Just going to save here. Now I suspect fiddling with the chest is probably going to incur the wrath of the dragon, but the key doesn't do anything. Won't be that one either, will it? Because that was the one for the closet. Nope. Can we do something with the shield? Operate shield. You raise the shield instinctively as a warrior should. Okay. So that's still going to kill us though, because it hasn't like changed the graphics or anything. Dragon flame from the dark opening engulfs your body. You pay for your curiosity with your life. See, I was hoping you could like hold the shield up and protect against the flames with it, but I guess not, unless we have to do it a slightly different way. Bing. What happens if we just... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Your puny weapons are no match for a massive dragon. It retaliates with a jet of flame so hot that nothing you possess can shield you from it. Alright, alright. So I guess we can't do much with the dragon just yet. And the other thing I can think we need to do something with is that book, maybe? I wonder if we can like pull in Indiana Jones and like put the pouch of coins on there. And swap it with the book. Operating the bag on the book produced no effect. This shelf is set squarely into the wall. Right, operate the bag on the shelf then. The bag doesn't do anything to the shelf. Okay. Nothing happened. Right. So we know there's something weird about that torch, and it glows green instead of normal torch color. Let's just light that up. This is an odd torch indeed. The flame burns with a greenish tint. Stone passage winds through an uneven end. These walls have been standing for centuries. Yeah, so there's a trapdoor in the floor there that goes off if you pick up any of those things. So it's a question of whether you need any of those things is what I'm wondering. Well, forget that for now. So places we still got to do stuff. There's the dragon room and there's the mirror room. And I think that's everything for now. What happens if we... The mirror seems to be protected by something magical. Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, they're all protected by something magical. Okay. And we can't go down the hole because we break our neck. And or legs. I don't think there was anything else worth noting in here. Oh, you can pick up the rocks. Do I really have to pick them all up individually? I guess I do. Well, they're probably for using with the sling. The question is, what do we need to hit with a sling? Dragon? Can't hurt to try. The worst that will happen is that we die horribly. We've already died horribly many times throughout the course of this playthrough, so it can't hurt for one more time. There's also that trapdoor down there, and I wonder if the rat's relevant at all. I don't know. Right, now how exactly do we use the sling? Do we have to operate it on a stone to combine it? Waving a sling around in the air doesn't seem to be very useful. Maybe you should spend your time on more productive endeavours. I'm trying, game. I'm trying. Your puny weapons are no match for a massive dragon. It retaliates with a jet of flame so hot that nothing you possess can shield you from it. Well, that's nearly an hour, so I think we'll leave that there for now. That's a lot of fun though. I like that. Another one I'm quite keen to return to and have a bit of an experiment with, just like Uninvited. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I can see why this was popular, and I can see why it got ports, and I can see why it got sequels, and I can see why it got that remake in 2014 as well. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'll have to check out Deja Vu at some point as well, because I know that's the other one. That's a sort of it's like a hard-boiled detective type one, I think, if I remember correctly. I have to see if I can dig that up next time we get round to D, if I remember, which I probably won't, but we'll see. Anyway, that was Shadowgate for Atari ST. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.